As a reminder, an ETF is a fund that trades on an exchange like a stock. An ETF bundles a portfolio of securities, such as stocks or bonds, into a single, simple package. Shares of that package are then traded on an exchange just like the stock of an individual company. And because an ETF is simply a collection of securities, its market price is typically very close to the collective price of its underlying stocks or bonds. Bond ETFs were introduced in 2002 and helped provide three key benefits to investors: simplified access to bonds, transparent pricing, and an additional source of liquidity. Stocks and bonds are traded in two very different markets. Stocks are bought and sold on a centralized exchange where investors come together to trade. Bonds, on the other hand, are bought and sold over the counter, directly with bond dealers. This may sound straightforward, but in practice, the process can quickly become complex. Because every transaction is negotiated one-on-one, and dealers have different inventories, an investor may have to go from dealer to find the bonds he's looking for, in the quantity he wants, and at a price he's willing to pay. When the investor has finally negotiated a price for the bond, it can be difficult for him to know whether another dealer would have sold it to him at a better price. And if an investor wants to sell his bond, the process starts all over again. So for an investor, the process of accessing, pricing, and trading bonds can be challenging. Bond ETFs can help investors overcome these issues. First, bond ETFs can provide simplified access to bond markets. Since bond ETFs trade like stocks on a centralized exchange, buyers and sellers can trade them directly with each other without having to source the individual bonds from dealers in the over-the-counter market themselves. Another feature of trading on an exchange is that the prices of bond ETFs are transparent, just as they are for stocks. Prices for bond ETFs are available throughout the trading day and are visible to everyone. All information is aggregated together, and investors can see the best price available in the market to either buy or sell their bond ETF. And by bringing bond trading onto the stock exchange, bond ETFs provide a second venue for investors to trade bonds, in addition to and separate from the over-the-counter market. This potentially provides investors with another key benefit: additional liquidity. Liquidity can be thought of as the ease with which investors can quickly buy or sell at an agreed-upon price in a given market. The more investors trading in the market, the more efficient the trading can become, and the greater the potential liquidity. Today, there are two ways that an investor can access the bond market: the traditional over-the-counter market, where investors interact with dealers, and now the stock exchange, where investors can connect directly with each other to trade bond ETFs. ETFs are changing the way we invest in bonds. For more than a decade, ETFs have brought simplified access, transparent pricing, and potentially additional liquidity to investors of all sizes.
Visit iShares.com or BlackRock.com to view a prospectus, which includes investment objectives, risks, fees, expenses, and other information that you should read and consider carefully before investing. Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal.